Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss a video from testbook.com.
Hello guys, I am Dhiraj and I welcome you all on the Testbook.com, and I'm here to provide the best I have. So guys, once again today I'm came with another expected paper for UPPSC, and that is paper 2, my dear. Okay, so here we are going to discuss a lot of questions and we're going to try to solve it, right? I can see that few people have already joined. So guys, those who have joined, they have to hit like, share and subscribe the channel. And my dear, one more thing we have to do, please share the session with your friends, those who are preparing for the UPPSC AE, right? So they will get joined and they will get benefit out of it, right? So my dear, we are going to start the session at sharp 11. So right now it's 11, okay? So we'll wait for 1 minute more and then we'll start the session. Very good morning to all of you, those who have joined. Very good morning, guys. Very good morning. I'm Shrikar Krishnamurthy. Hello, very good morning to all of you. Those guys, do hit like, share and subscribe the session. And one more thing that I want to tell you, if you are new to this channel, my dear, if you are new to this channel, then I want to tell you there is something special for you guys from the testbook.com. That is none other than, my dear, you are getting Testbook Pass. That is great exam festival is going on, and you are getting the Testbook Pass just for ₹299. And in addition to that, my dear, you are getting 3-month Ghana subscription. For that, you can, it's very helpful for listening or choosing a very good motivational music, right? That will be helpful for your preparation as well, my dear. Okay. And my dear, we have already launched SSC JE Mechanical Live Coaching Batch. If you are interested in SSC JE Live Coaching, then you have to fill the application form, which has been provided in the description of this video. Okay. Link has been provided. Link diya hua hai that you have to fill the form, my dear. And you can also explore the preview or demo classes of SSC JE Mechanical in website as well as in the app, my dear. And if you are interested, my dear, GATE, then you can attempt the GATE reward quiz, which is going on, and you can attempt it in the website as well as in the app, my dear. And you have a great chance to win exciting prizes for that as well. Okay. So, my dear, these are the various offers and opportunities provided by the testbook.com for the students. I hope you will get benefit out of it, right? Very good morning to all of you. Very good morning. So, guys, here we go for next. So, here we start. Can we begin, Bacha Party? Can we begin? So here we go. Here we go. Here we start the question series, my dear. You can see this. You can see this. The following statement pertain to an operation of centrifugal pump. Pumps in series operation allow head to increase, correct. Pump in series operation, no flow rate. Flow rate has been increased in, but that is discharge in parallel, right? Parallel operation allow head to increase, no. Parallel operation increase flow rate, right? Number 3. That is S1 and S3 are correct. That means number 2. Number 2. Guys, welcome and do hit like, share, and subscribe the session. And one more thing that I want to tell you, that please, you have to share the session. Okay? So here I go, my dear. Here we go. 2 Carnot engine CE1, CE2, that is Carnot engine 1, Carnot engine 2, okay, are connected in series. They are connected in series such that the heat rejected by CE1 used by the as an input to the engine 2 with the cycle with the intermediate temperature being geometric mean of extreme temperature. Okay, which of the following statement is true, my dear? We have 3 engines. We have 3 engines. Okay, my dear. Sorry, 2 engines. And they are operating between 3 reservoirs, right? Right? Yes or no, Bacha Party? Of course they are. It is T2, it is T1, it is T3. Now they are asking for efficiency, and both are Carnot engine, right? My dear, what you can say, that is T2 is nothing but what? Under root of T1, T3. If I go for the engine efficiency of engine 1, that is this one, what I'll get isometric efficiency, maximum efficiency, that will be what, my dear? 1 minus T2 by T1. And for that, I'll get T2 is nothing but what, my dear? Under root T1, T3. So I'll get, my dear, what? Under root T3 divided by T1. Yes or no, Bacha Party? Yes or no? Of course, I'll get this one. Okay, that is eta 1. And my dear, similarly, I can get eta 2, which is nothing but eta 2 will be what? 1 minus T3 by T2. And here again, I'll get, my dear, what I'll get? T2 will be what, my dear? Yes, it should be T3 minus, okay. So it should be what? T3. And here we'll get what, my dear? T1, T3. Right? So what I'll get? Again, I'll get that is what, my dear? T3 divided by T1. So that means efficiencies are equal. Right? Yes, bacha body. Guys, yes or no? Here I go. Very good. Number 2 is correct. No, efficiencies are equal. Efficiencies should be equal, my dear. Efficiencies should be equal. Number 3 is correct. Yes, guys. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Efficiencies should be equal. Calculate the heat transfer in reversible steady flow process 1 to 3. My dear, area under the curve will be what? So you can check it out. We have to calculate heat. So you can see this area under this curve. That is, this one is the first area that you have to look out. This is, my dear, another one, this triangle, and there is a rectangle, this one. Right, bacha body? Yes or no? Right? So what I can write? I can write half of into a triangle. Triangle is what, my dear? 360 minus 55 degrees centigrade. You have to put in Kelvin. So what it should be, bacha? Kya hoga ye? Height should be what? Difference na. So it should be 305. Base is how much? 3 minus 1, that is 2. Right? Plus we have rectangle, that is what? 2 into 55. No, we have to put out in Kelvin. We have to put it in Kelvin. Guys, do it, like, share, and subscribe the session. Okay, bacha body. I hope you got it. Yes. Okay. Here we go. That is 2 into, and my dear, it is in what? 55. You have to add 273. That is what? 328. Plus this rectangle. That is what, my dear? 360. 360. That is what? 3 minus 2. That is 1. 1 into 2. And my dear, 360 plus 273. That is what? Haji bacha body. This triangle. 2, 3. 2, 3. Guys, be fast. What should be the area of that triangle? क्या होगा? 633. It should be what? Calculate करोगे, you will get 328 kilojoule per kg, and answer will be this one. Everybody got it? 328 will be the correct option. Here we go for next. Two plates of same thickness of coefficient of thermal conductivity is K1 and K2. Areas of cross section A1 and A2 are connected as shown in figure. The common coefficient of thermal conductivity K will be. We have to find out K. My dear, you can use this law, that is Fourier's law. K, Q is equal to what, my dear? Q is equal to what? Q1 plus Q2. There are two plates now, 1 and 2. So that means what, my dear? You are going to get, that is K, A into, and my dear, what? dt by dx. Yes or no? It should be dt by dx is equal to what, my dear? K1, A1, dt by dx. Right? Yes or no? And this A is nothing but what, my dear? A1 plus A2. Okay? Plus K2, A2, dt by dx. गुजर जाएगा ये. What you are going to get? K is equal to K1, A1 plus K2, A2 divided by A1, A2. A1 plus A2. Sorry. So answer will be what, my dear? Number 1. Sorry, number 2. Number 2 will be correct. Very good. Here I go for next. Guys, do it, like, share, and subscribe the session. Isothermal compression through most efficient but not practicable because my dear, compressor has to run at very slow speed. Number 4. Right? I hope everybody got it. Yes, guys, be fast. Haji bacha body. It should be. Be fast, my dear. Be fast. It is 4th one. I'm not getting your reply. Two bodies at temperature. I'm not getting your reply, guys. Be fast. Very good. Here I go. Two bodies at at temperature of 27,927 degrees centigrade. The heat energy radiated by them will be a ratio of. My dear, it's nothing but you know that the heat energy radiated by them will be in the ratio of what, my dear? You know that 20, that is what? Directly proportional to what, my dear? T4. Yes or no, bacha party? Yes. Guys, yes or no? Of course. So it is directly proportional to t raised to power 4. Yes. Guys, yes or no? Of course it should be, right? So see, what will happen over here? What is will happen? That is what, my dear? E1 by E2 will be, that is what, T1 is how much, bacha? 300 divided by 9 to 7, 273 add, that is 1200 raised to power 4. That means 1 by 16. I hope everybody got it. Very good. Sorry, sorry. That is raised to power 4, na? Raised to power 4, that is 1 upon 256. I'm very sorry. It is 1 upon 2. Again, I have to write this. It should be this one. I'm very sorry. It is 1 upon 256. Raised to power 4 is there. C10 number is measure of. C10 number is measure of what, my dear? Ignition quality of what? This is ignition quality. C10 number. Petrol or diesel? It's diesel, my dear. Diesel. Okay. I hope everybody got it. Bacha party, very good. Here we go for next. A fin will be effective only when the biot number less than 1. What, my dear? Less than 1. We have seen this yesterday as well. Less than 1. Very good. Everybody, very good. Here we go. Here we go, my dear. Here we go. Ignition. No, it's not petrol. It's diesel. Diesel. I repeat, Krishna. Octane number is for diesel. Which of the following are the essential function of fuel cell? Which are of the following is the essential function of fuel cell? The charging electrolyzer function, which is chemical AB, is decomposed into A and B. Correct. The storage function in which A and B are held apart. Okay. The change in function in which A and B are charged with simultaneous generation of electricity. Guys, which one are correct? Guys, be fast. Which one will be correct? Haji Bacha Party. Yes. Very good. Very good, everybody. That is 1 and 2. Only 1 and 2 are correct. Yes. Only 1 and 2 are correct. Here we go, my dear. Here I go. 1 and 2. What do you say? Okay. Please verify question of heat. That is, answer is 328. Answer will be 328, my dear. Answer will be 328, Rajesh. It should be 1 and 2 only, not 1, 2, 3. It should be 1 and 2. The charge function in which A and B are charged with simultaneous generation, no. Which of the following are related to proton exchange membrane fuel cell? That is what? Okay. So it's a polymer electrolyte, correct. Hydrogen fuel and oxygen, no. There is no hydrogen and oxygen fuel, my dear. Okay. Pure water and small amount of electricity. Yes, it is correct. Hydrogen fuel, yes, it's correct. Number 2 is correct. Hydrogen, water and small amount of electricity, no. Nitrogen gas, no. Nitrogen bilkul present nahi hota. So 3 and 4 are incorrect, and my dear 1 and 2 are correct, right? And one more thing that I want to tell you. Its efficiency is very high, and sometimes it is also known as polymer electrolyte fuel cell. Remember, huh? It is also known as, okay. Its efficiency is very high as compared to the other fuel cells. Okay. Here we go. In which type of collector is solar radiation focused onto absorber from the top rather than from bottom? My dear, Fresnel lens. I have already explained. If you have seen that lecture of RES, renewable energy sources, if you have seen that, in that I explained that is Fresnel lens, right? Very good. Fresnel lens. Here we go for next. Which chemical is liberated during geothermal power generation? My dear, I want to tell you, during geothermal power generation, we have major portion of carbon dioxide, and we have a little bit major. It's a major component. And my dear, we have little bit what? SO2 as well. Sulfur dioxide. But it is minimum. Okay. And my dear, there is no nitrogen oxide. Bilkul nahi hota. N2O is not there. So option will be what, my dear? Carbon. Okay. Carbon dioxide. Very good. I think there is a big lag, I think. Okay, 2. No, it's not sulfur, it's CO2. Which chemical is liberated, my dear? That we have to identify. Here I go for next. When wavelength corresponding to maximum emission of radiation is all, the radiant power, you know that, my dear, lambda is inversely proportional to temperature. Lambda is inversely proportional to temperature, right? So if your lambda has been lambda 2 is what, my dear? 1 by 2 of lambda 1, right? So, my dear, your temperature T2 will be what? Twice of T1. And you know that power is directly proportional to T raised to power 4, right? Yes or no? So, my dear, your power is going to increase. Your power is going to increase what, my dear? 2 raised to power 4. That is what? 16 times. Okay? Here I go for next, my dear. Here I go for next. If you know that Wien's law, that is lambda is equal to what, my dear? Lambda m into T is equal to what? C. You know that. I hope everybody got it. Guys, I'm not getting your answer. Very good. Here I go for next. The unit of overall heat transfer coefficient. Overall heat transfer coefficient, my dear. It is nothing but watt per meter square Kelvin. Yes or no? Very good. It should be what? Watt per meter square Kelvin. Okay. So it is none other than number 2. Everybody got it? Here we go. Guys, please answer. It's number 2. Number 2 is correct. Guys, I'm not getting your answer. Please reply and be faster. Number 2. Here we go. Very good. 2, everybody. The temperature distribution at a certain instant of a time in a slab during a process is T is equal to this one. Okay. X is in centimeter. T is in Kelvin. Thermal diffusivity is this one. The rate of change of temperature with time is given. And they have used only what, my dear? In X direction. That is one direction only. Right? One direction only. Yes? Yes or no, bacha? Guys, do you follow me? Very good. Very good. People had answer. People are answering. That's very good thing. Yes. That is what, my dear. You know that. You know that in only one direction we have delta T by delta X is equal to what, my dear? Delta square T upon del X square. Right? Sorry. This is dt. This is dt, my dear. This is dt is equal to what? Del square T upon del X square. Right? So, I'll take the derivative of this. That will be what, my dear? First derivative will be 4x plus 1. Right? Another derivative only 4 multiplied by alpha. That will be what, my dear? Alpha is how much? Alpha is how much? It is given. That is 0.002. So 4 multiplied by 0.002. That will be this one answer. This one. Number 1. Number 1 will be correct option. I hope you got it better. They have to set, that is, you have to calculate rate of change of temperature. That is what? Del T by dt. dt is nothing but time. Here we go. It should be 1. Okay, here we go, my dear. I hope everybody got it. Guys, I'm not getting a reply. Be fast. Two gases X and Y having same temperature T, same pressure P, and the same volume V are mixed. If mixture has volume V, temperature T, then the pressure of the mixture will be. Then the pressure of mixture will be, my dear. Here the pressure before and sorry, both the solids have what? Both the gases have same pressure. So definitely you have to apply what, my dear? Dalton's law. यहाँ पे Dalton's law लगा देंगे. So definitely our total pressure PF will be, final pressure will be what, my dear? P plus P. That is what, my dear? 2P. Nah, there is no negative sign. There is no negative sign. I hope everybody got it. That's great. Here I go. Here I go for next, my dear. Wait a minute. Here I go. Okay. That will be 2P, 2P. It's 2P, not P. It's 2P. Okay. Here I go. The inside and outside heat transfer coefficient of fluid across brick wall 150 centimeter thickness and thermal conductivity this much, okay, is what, my dear? 30 watt per meter square Kelvin. The overall heat transfer coefficient, my dear. We have to calculate overall heat transfer coefficient. And what, my dear? That inside and outside heat transfer coefficient of brick wall, thermal conductivity of this one or this one, okay. So there is a brick wall, we have two sides of convection. So my dear, overall convection heat transfer coefficient क्या होगा? Yes, it should be none other than what, bacha party? 1 upon k, that is what? This one h, that is 30 plus again 1 upon 30, and my dear plus what it should be? 1.5. Yes, and it should be k. K is how much, bacha? 0.10. Guys, be fast. Very good. That should be very good. That should be Haji Bacha Party 1.50 divided by 0.10. Okay. It is what? 0.10. Okay. So answer will be what, my dear? Answer will be what? It should be around 0.07. Right now. Kitna hai? 0.07. So it is nearby. It is nearby this one, that is thermal conductivity. So I can say that it is what, my dear? Thermal conductivity of brick will be the correct option. 0.07 approximately equal to what, my dear? 0.1. So it is nearby thermal conductivity of brick. I hope you got it. I hope you got it. Here we go for next. Dalton's law of pressure लगा दो वहां पे, you'll get. Here we go. The unit of following parameter is not meter square per second. Meter square per second किसका नहीं है? So if you see that, my dear, we have this one, dynamic, and dynamic का क्या है बच्चा? Newton square, Newton second per meter square. So our option will be direct dynamic. Don't check this one. Okay, dynamic means you know that there is a dynamic means what? Force. Force means what? Newton. So it is Newton. So definitely there is a Newton in dynamic viscosity, and you know that. And it's another unit is what, my dear? Pascal second. Yes, here we go. Here we go, my dear. Here we go. Dynamic. Which one of the properties given below is an extensive property of system? Is an extensive property which depend on extent of mass. My dear, you know that pressure is what? Intensive. Temperature is intensive. And my dear, viscosity is also intensive. So definitely, which one will be extensive? It should be none other than potential energy. mgh. It depends on the mass. Okay. I hope you got it better. Here we go for next. Zeroth law of thermodynamics is not valid for the following. किसके लिए valid नहीं है? 50 ml of water at 25 degrees centigrade is mixed with 150 ml of water. Definitely, they will be at equilibrium. No issue on that. 50 ml milk at 15 degrees centigrade is mixed with what? 100 ml of water. Means zeroth law means what? Equality of temperature will happen. And 5 kg of wet steam at 100 degrees centigrade is mixed with 50 kg of dry and saturated steam. That यहाँ पे भी equilibrium establish हो जाएगा. But my dear, in this case, 10 ml of water and that is mixed with what, my dear? 10 ml of sulfuric acid. There should be no reaction. वहाँ पे temperature बढ़ेगा. There should be no equality. So this, in the case number 4, that is option number 4, there is zeroth law is not going to be valid. Okay. I hope you got it. Here we go. Ravi Taneja, most welcome in the session. Guys, everybody is most welcome. So here we go for next. Vapor compression refrigeration system. The high pressure liquid from condenser receiver is cooled below saturation temperature. Saturation temperature means what, my dear? You are doing subcooling, and due to subcooling, we have already seen subcooling leads to what, my dear? Increment in refrigeration effect. That I already told you in the diagram as well. कल भी देखा था. Right? Yes or no, बच्चा party? Guys, yes or no? In this way. Right now? Yes or no? So this much. पहले कितना होता था? You have this much of refrigeration, but after the subcooling, you get this much extra, right? So it should be what? Increase in net refrigeration effect. Third, very good. Third will be correct. Here I go for next, my dear. Third. The stream function x cube minus y cube is observed for two-dimensional flow field. What is the magnitude of velocity at 0.11? My dear, you have to find out u and you have to find out v. Right? Right now. So my dear, how you can find out? Haji Bacha, it is none other than d psi by dy. right? And it is what, my dear? D psi by dx. So it should be none other than what? Minus y cube. That is, it will become thrice y square. So it will become what, my dear? It will become 3. Put the value. And v will equal to what? D. That is what? Thrice x square. It will become what, my dear? 1. That means 3. Right? So definitely the answer will be what, my dear? It should be 3 square, 9 plus 9. Under root. Right? It should be under root 18. That is what, my dear? More than 4. That is only option this one. Because 4 have 16. So definitely 4.24. 4 square is what? 16. So definitely 18 ka 4.24 something hoega. Okay? Very good. Ayush, very good. A is correct. Here I go for next, my dear. Fins are provided on a heat transferring surface in order to increase surface area, and due to which what, my dear? The more air will get contact through it, and definitely there will be more heat transfer, right? So that is what? Heat transfer area. And fins are also known as what, my dear? Fins, nothing but fins is also known as extended surface. It is nothing but what, my dear? It is extended surface. Okay. I hope you got it. Very good, everybody. Here I go for next, my dear. If K is a thermal conductivity and H is heat transfer coefficient, then critical radius of insulation for cylinder, which will have maximum, that is K by H. Right now. And for sphere, it should be, you know, that twice K by H. Right? Option will be K by H. Okay. Here we go for next. If the radius of pipe bend will increase, then the head loss in pipe will be, my dear, if you increase the radius, and you know the curvature will be what, my dear? Curvature is going to decrease. Curvature क्या होगा बच्चा? Decrease हो जाएगा. Right? So pressure loss, जो loss of head है, that will be what, my dear? Increase or decrease? That will be decrease. Okay? Guys, yes or no? Be fast, bacha party. Be fast. I hope everybody is getting this thing, right? That will be what, my dear? Decrease. क्या होगा बच्चा party? Decrease. Very good. That will be decrease. That will be decrease. Radius of curvature क्या हो जाएगा? Radius increase, curvature reduce, so definitely pressure loss will be what, my dear? Decrease. A refrigerator is operating on an ideal vapor compression cycle with R134 as a working fluid. Enthalpy at inlet, enthalpy at outlet of compressor, okay. Enthalpy at outlet of condenser, okay. COP and refrigeration capacity, that is, it is given 0.1 na. So my dear, refrigeration capacity is nothing but what? H1 minus H4. That is what? Exit pay. That is H1. H1 is how much? Inlet 240 minus, I'm calculating refrigeration capacity. 240 minus 100. Yes, multiplied by 0.1. Yes or no, bacha? It should be what? 140 multiplied by 0.1. That is 14 kilowatt. COP will be nothing but what, my dear? COP कितना हो जाएगा बच्चा? It should be 140. Refrigeration effect 140 divided by, that is what? 40. 280 minus 240. That is 40, right? So 3 point something is there. 3 point something is there, right? So it should be none other charge at solar. No, it's 3.5. That is number 1. Option number 1 is correct. Very good. Here I go for next. My dear. The expression, this one, that is nothing but what, my dear? It is nothing but for specific humidity, which is also known as omega. Okay. The frictional resistance of pipe varies approximately with what, my dear? Frictional resistance, that is, you know that H is equal to what, my dear? FLV square upon twice GD. So my dear, what? H, that is frictional loss, na, HF, is directly proportional to what, my dear? Square root of velocity, right? Number 2 is correct. Very good. Here I go for next, my dear. For what type of process the change in internal energy is equal to heat transfer? That is what, my dear? Isochoric. Because in isochoric, that is constant volume. Constant volume में क्या होगा? Work done, constant volume, work done 0, and you know that law of dq is equal to what, my dear? du plus dw. So it will be 0. So definitely they will become equal. That is not other than isochoric. Everybody, isochoric, not isenthalpic. It should be isochoric. Here, isochoric. Very good. Here we go for next. What will be the depth of point below water surface in a sea where pressure intensity is what, my dear? 1.006 meganewton. Meganewton में इसको convert कर लो न्यूटन में. So it should be what, my dear? 10 raised to power 6 Newton per meter square. So my dear, pressure is given, equate it what? Rho GH. Rho is what, my dear? Specific gravity is given. That is density will become this one. And G, rho is happening. G is what, my dear? You can took out 9.81 or you can took 10 multiplied by H. So from here you will get H, my dear. And now tell me the answer for H. Be fast, bacha madi. Be fast for H. कितना है H? H will be 100, right? H will be what, my dear? 100. H will be 100 meter. I hope everybody got it. That's great. I hope everybody got it. Guys, I'm not getting your comments. Be fast. Be fast, bacha party. Okay, here we go. I'm not getting your comments. Be fast. Here we go. Breton cycle is used in. My dear. कहाँ use होता है? Gas turbine में. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Very good. Here I go for next. Breton cycle. The temperature at which the volume of gas becomes zero is called, my dear. Temperature at which the volume of gas becomes zero. That is nothing but what, my dear? Absolute zero. That is nothing but what? Absolute zero temperature. Absolute zero temperature. That is this one. 2. क्या होगा आंसर बच्चा? 2. Very good. Everybody is correct. Gas turbine. We got it. Here I go for next, my dear. Here I go for next. 2. Absolute zero temperature. Which of the following reaction is the source of energy in the sun? Nuclear fusion of hydrogen nuclei fuses into helium nuclei. Nuclear fission of hydrogen nuclei single fuses into helium. Nuclear fusion of hydrogen nuclei fuses into helium nuclei. And my dear, nuclear fusion of hydrogen nuclei fuses into helium nuclei. Which one is correct, by? Which one? Yes, guys, be fast. कौन सा correct होगा इसमें से? My dear, it is nothing but what? Nuclear fusion of. It should be none other than what, my dear? Nuclear fusion of hydrogen nuclei, number 1. No, it's not 3. Single proton is there, not double proton. Here we go. I hope everybody got it. During an isothermal expansion, confined ideal gas does 150 joule of work. Okay. Against the surrounding. This implies that, my dear. This implies that. Anji bacha buddy, please tell me. 1. Please tell. Yes, guys. What should be the answer? During the isothermal expansion, a confined ideal gas does 150 joule of work against its surrounding. This implies that what, my dear? 150 joule heat has been removed from the gas. 300, no heat transfer because of isothermal, or 150 joule heat has been added to the gas. Which one is correct, my dear? Be fast, bacha. Very good. Somebody has answer. Very good. That is none other than what, my dear? क्या होगा? It should be none other than 150 joule heat has been removed from the gas. Rejected. Heat is rejected, my dear. Number 1. Number 1 is correct. Very good, everybody. Very good. Here I go for next. Vishal Bhagat, it's not 4. How it could be added heat? It had been rejection. Okay, it should be 1. In a certain exchanger, both fluids have identical mass flow rate capacity. That means C is equal to 1. When C is equal to 1, my dear, what hot fluid enters 76, leaves 47. Cold fluid enters 26 and leaves 55. The effectiveness of heat exchanger, my dear. We have to calculate effectiveness of heat exchanger. Effectiveness of heat exchanger. Yes, guys, be fast. What should be the answer? What should be the formula? TH1 minus TH2 minus TH1 minus TC1, right? यही होगा बच्चा पार्टी. What should be the effectiveness formula? TH1 minus TH2 divided by what, my dear? TH1 minus TC1. Yes or no? TC1. So it should be what, my dear? 76 minus 47. 76 minus cold fluid enters 26. Guys, tell me the answer for it. What is the answer for it? And be fast, bacha party. Be fast. What should be the answer? That is 0.58. कितना आ रहा है बच्चा? It is 0.58, right? It is 0.58. I repeat. It is what, my dear? 0.58. Here I go. It is 0.58. Very good. Number 2 is correct. Number 2 is correct. Here I go for next. Figure is visible or not? If it is not visible, then I will draw again. Okay. There is something like this. This is B. This is A. This is D. This is C. This is viscous shear stress. It is tau. And it is what? Velocity gradient. Velocity gradient. Velocity gradient is there. Okay. Now you have to tell me this is A. Okay. This is A. This is B. This is C. Now you have to tell me given figure ideal fluid will be none other than what, my dear? A. Very good. Very good, everybody. Here I go for next. The work done equals integration PDV for what, my dear? It is nothing but for closed system and reversible process. That is nothing but what, my dear? Non-flow quasi-static process. Reversible means what? Quasi-static. Quasi-static is almost reversible. So none other than what, my dear? Number 3. Number 3. Very good. It is number 3. B Newtonian. Very good, Krishna. Very good. I hope you got. Very good. It is very good, everybody. That is number 3. Here I go for next. During the adiabatic cooling of moist air, which of the following remains constant? Adiabatic cooling. You know that chart. And during adiabatic, you know that adiabatic cooling, my dear. That is what? This one. Adiabatic cooling will happen in this way, right? Or this way. This way. So during this adiabatic cooling, what will, you know that this is what, my dear? This is your heating. This is your cooling. And they have said what, my dear? Adiabatic cooling. So during adiabatic cooling, you have to tell me which one remains same. Guys, be fast. It is none other than what? And you know that adiabatic cooling will represent like in this. ऐसे represent करेंगे. Like this. ऐसे. It is also cooling now. See, dry bulb temperature is decreasing. That is none other than what, bacha? It is adiabatic cooling. That means what? WBT lines ke against hai. That is what? WBT remains constant, right? So definitely WBT. And suppose to be it is not WBT, then there should be enthalpy as well. Enthalpy भी remains constant ही होगा. Okay. I hope everybody got it. Very good. Very good, Shivani. That's great. In a refrigeration cycle, heat is a refrigerant. Evaporator, heat is by refrigerant in a condenser. What, my dear? In a refrigeration cycle, heat is absorbed in a refrigerant in evaporator. Absorb आएगा यहाँ पे. And my dear, what? In evaporator, heat is rejected by refrigerant in condenser. Right now, I hope everybody got it. This is a very basic question. Okay, that's great. Here we go for next. The coordinate, ordinate and abscissa of this diagram, my dear. Ordinate, my dear, please tell me. Abscissa means x-axis. Ordinate means y-axis. That is nothing but what, my dear? It is a pressure enthalpy diagram. What? That is pH. So option pressure and volume, pressure and enthalpy. Number 4 is correct. Number 4 is correct. No, it's not temperature and entropy. It's not temperature and entropy. It's a pressure and enthalpy. It's pressure and enthalpy. Very good. Everybody. Here I go for next. You can see that a system is taken from state A to state C by two paths ADC and ABC as shown in figure. The internal energy U is 10 joule along the path ADC. The amount of heat absorbed ADC, that is del Q1 50 joule. It's visible now. Work done del W1 20 joule. Whereas along the path ABC, the heat transfer is given 36 joule. The amount of work done. Diagram is visible or not? Please tell me. Diagram is visible or not? Please tell me. Diagram is visible or not, bacha party? Please tell me. Be fast, bacha. Guys, be fast. What it should be the answer? Agar diagram visible hai, then what should be the answer? Be fast. Haji, bacha party. Can you tell me? Haji. Yes. No, not visible. Okay, I'll draw here. See. I hope this will be visible to you. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. And in this way, it is running. Okay. It is PV. Now you got it. Everything is mentioned. So my dear, first of all, that is path ADC. That is what? ADC pe given as suppose. So I can apply that is del Q1 along what my dear? Path ADC. So it is what my dear? One, can I write first law of thermodynamics? I'll apply that is 50 T. 50 is equal to what my dear? UA. Right? UA is given. That is what? 10 joule. Yes or no? Bacha party. Guys, do you follow me? Do you follow? Yes or no? Very good. Very good. Okay. I hope you got it. Guys, yes or no? Yes. It is, my dear, 50. And here it is what, my dear? What? U1. U1, not UA. Okay. It is U1. And my dear, the another, that is what? We have work done. That is how much? 20. So from here, I'll get 30. U1 is equal to, my dear, right? U1 I'll get 30. Yes or no, bacha party? And we have UA. So my dear, U1 minus U2, what I'll get? Yes, it should be none other than. Kya ho jayega, bacha? U2 is equal to U1. That will be 30 joule. Array, U is what? Point function, na? So definitely U1 is equal to U2 30 joule. Now you can find out the for second one, that is ABC. So you can say that is 36 is equal to 30 plus what, my dear? W. So what it should be? It should be 6. Very good. Path of ABC? No. Oh, yes, path of ABC. Sorry, yeah. It is this one. Path is ABC like this. I'm sorry. It is like this. I'm sorry. The path is like this. Opposite. I have checked in the diagram. Okay. So guys, it should be answer will be what? 36. Okay. 6 joule. Here I go. In finding Reynolds number, the characteristic length of a circular pipe of dia D is taken as what, my dear? And it is what? Finding Reynolds number, the characteristic length of a circular pipe. D will be taken as. D is nothing but what, my dear? When it is a horizontal pipe, we took what? Dia D only. Right? Right now, D lete hain. And my dear, when it is vertical, then at that time we took length. But here they have given in the option only D. So it should be none other than, my dear, D only. Very good. 6 joule. Okay, here I go for next. Ravi Teja, I have checked. No issue on that. Okay, Abhi Yadav will try my best ki le paye. The value of radial distance from center line of the pipe at which the velocity would be equal to the average velocity of laminar flow. See, the value of the radial distance from center line of the pipe at which the velocity would be equal to average velocity of the laminar flow. Guys, can you tell me? It is a question from the fluid mechanics. Fluid mechanics का question है. बच्चा be fast. Very good. Somebody has answer. कुछ लोगों के आंसर भी आ रहे हैं. Guys, please tell me what it should be. बच्चा वाड़ी, please tell me. क्या होगा आंसर? You know what it should be? Yes. It should be 0.0. Yes. It is 0.707 R. Very good. That is what? 0.707 R के बराबर होता है. That is this one. Direct derivation ही है. We have done. That is what, my dear? U upon V max. If you remember something, U is equal to U V max by 2. In that we have derived 1 minus R square by R square. I hope everybody got it. No, it should be third one is correct. Here I go. Very good morning to all of you. Magnitude of hydrostatic resultant force F acting on a completely submerged plane surface is what, my dear? equal to the pressure at centroid of surface multiplied by the area of surface, higher than pressure at centroid of surface, area of surface, lower than atmospheric pressure and area of surface. Guys, which one is correct? Be fast, bacha body. Be fast. It's a very easy question. It's very easy question. None other than what, my dear? It is, yes, very good. Somebody, people have answered. That is what, my dear? Equal to the pressure at centroid of surface multiplied by the area of surface. Okay, I hope everybody got it. Yes, r by रूट 2 आएगा उसमें, r by रूट 2 आएगा. शबनम, that is first one. Here I go for next. Guys, I'm not getting a reply. Okay, here I go. At 100% relative humidity, the wet bulb temperature is what, my dear? At 100%, that is saturation. dBT is equal to WBT is equal to dPT, dew point temperature, right now. And the value of wet bulb depression is what? 0. So it is wet bulb temperature. Now more than dew point temperature, no, equal to the ambient temperature, less than dew point, same as dew point temperature. Very good. Here we go for next, man. Here we go for next. In thermodynamic cycle, the Otto cycle is represented by which of the following in TS diagram? TS diagram में Otto cycle किससे present होती है? That you have to tell me. TS diagram में Otto cycle, sorry, Otto cycle. Yes, Otto cycle will be represented by in TS diagram. बच्चा पार्टी, please tell me. It is none other than what, बच्चा पार्टी? It is fourth one. क्या होगा? Fourth one. It's 2. No, it's not 2. It's fourth. Very good. अच्छा, third होगा. Third होगा. It's fourth. Ashruti Sharma, very good dear. It's fourth, I repeat, fourth. Here I go for next. It should be fourth one. You can see that this is 1 to 2 isentropic compression, isentropic expansion. And this is constant volume heat addition, constant volume heat rejection, this one. Here I go for next. The weight of the water vapor in kg contain 1 meter cube of air vapor mixture as its total pressure is known as what, my dear? The weight of water vapor का weight है in kg contain what, my dear? Per meter cube. That is none other than what, बच्चा? Vapor per density. Vapor density. Fourth. Very good. Fourth. Here I go for next. Guys, do hit like, share, subscribe the session. An ideal refrigerator based on reverse Carnot cycle works between -23 plus 27. What will be the required power in kilowatt if cooling rate 1.5 kilowatt is desired? My dear C, -23, that is what? And it is what? Reverse Carnot cycle refrigerator. Okay, we have to find out what if the cooling rate is given. Power we have to find out right now. So it should be what? -250. I have added 273 over here. Here, that is what? Here 300 minus 250, that is 50. My COP will be 5. If my COP will be 5, my dear, I can write 1.5 divided by W, right? So it should be what? It should be what? It should be none other than 1.5 divided by 5, right? So it should be 3. That is 0.3 will be correct answer. Very good. Vapor density. Arpit Divedi, most welcome, dear. Arpit Divedi, we are most welcome in the session. I hope everybody got it. Here I go for next, my dear. चलें आगे बच्चा पार्टी. Here I go. Which equation is correct representation of process shown below? Okay, which process? If you are not able to, it is not visible, then I'll again draw the diagram. If it is not visible to you, okay, and it is like this. A, B, 1, and this is 2 path number 2. Now you have to tell me which one will be the correct. Which one will be the correct? Be fast, bacha party. Very good. Be fast. थोड़ा जल्दी करेंगे. It's easy question. Time नहीं लगना चाहिए इसमें. हाँ जी बच्चा, which one is correct? It is what? It should be what, my dear? Q1 A2 plus what, my dear? QB12. अरे हाँ या ना? Is equal to what? WA21 plus WB21. That is number 3. Number 3. I hope everybody got it. That's great. Amit Singh, it's not fourth, beta. Amit, it's not fourth. Here I go for next. For a floating body, the buoyant force passes through center of gravity of the submerged part of the body, meta center, centroid of the volume displaced by the body. Guys, please tell me which one will be the correct option. Yes, some people had answered. Very good here. Very good. That is none other than what? Centroid. Right now? Yes or no, bacha party? I hope you got it. It's a centroid of the volume displaced by the body. Yes. Very good. Here we go for next. Here we go for next, my dear. Which is the desirable physical property of refrigerant? Physical, huh? Physical. What, my dear? Toxic, explosive, high freezing point? No. Freezing point should be low. So it should be what, my dear? Low boiling point. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3. Yes, Arpit, you're correct. महर्षि त्रिपाठी, वेरी गुड. फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी, टॉक्सिक बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए, एक्सप्लोसिव भी नहीं होना चाहिए. क्या होना चाहिए? रिमेंबर वन थिंग, दैट इज बॉइलिंग पॉइंट एंड फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट. ये जितना कम हो उतना ज्यादा अच्छा होता है. ओके. Which one of the following is possible according to the second law of thermodynamics? Which one of the following is possible? Possible कौन सी चीज है? 100% of conversion of quantity? No. Spontaneous flow of heat from cold to hot? No. Hot to cold is there. Spontaneous compression of gas without external work? It is also incorrect. So definitely it should be number 4. Perpetual frictionless pendulum. Okay. Everybody, very good. Here I go for next. Here we go for next, my dear. Okay. Here I go for next. To maintain comfort in air conditioned space, how can a small increase in temperature compensate it? Supposed to be, you have 1 TR capacity hai, that is AC in your house, and it is running at temperature 27. Okay. And supposed to be 1 TR means what? 3-4 people, that's it. Supposed to be in our house, there is a party, and my dear, your friends around 20-25, they have came, and this temperature automatically got increased by what? 27 to 28. So if you want to produce the same level of comfort as you have produced earlier in 27, then my dear, what you have to do? You are, add a speed, speed up karte hain fan ko, which is at condenser. So my dear, what? You have to increase the velocity. That velocity should be what, my dear? Increase. Then and only it should be what? Because hoga kya isme, when you increase velocity, so it will get called, my dear, forced convection. So definitely H will increase. And if H will increase, my dear, what happen? Your heat transfer is also increase, and that will make a same level of comfort that you have earlier. Okay. By increasing air velocity will be the correct option. By increasing the air velocity, not humidification. Okay, here we go. Flow rate is 1 meter cube per second in a pipe. Radius is 1 meter. Velocity of fluid approximately. Guys, please tell me what should be the answer. Q is equal to what, my dear? A into V. Area into velocity. Flow rate क्या है? Q given है. Area pi by 4d square. Right? Into velocity. My dear, what it should be? It should be 4 divided by what? Pi. D means what, my dear? 2r. 2r na matlab 4 into r square is equal to what? Velocity. Right? R is given how much? Radius is also 1. It is 1. It is gone. The velocity is what? 1 by pi na? Bacha party. Yes, I hope everybody got it. Here we go for next. The knock rating in SI engine is determined by matching the performance of engine with a mixture of SI engine means what, bacha? Petrol engine. That is what? Isooctane alpha methylene Isooctane and an heptane, that is none other than this one. Isooctane having octane number 100 and heptane octane number 0. So related to that, we are going to what, my dear? We conclude ignition probability. Very good. Here we go for next, my dear. Guys, 57. The continuity equation in fluid flow is what, my dear? Continuity equation in fluid flow will be what? States the energy is constant along streamline. State that energy in constant where we are in fluid applies in irrogational flow only. States that the net rate of inflow into small volume must be 0. Correct. Number 4. Number 4 is correct. Number 4. Okay, here we go for next, my dear. Here I go for next. Chale, bacha party. Here I go. Which of the following is the part of load duration curve? Load duration curve का कौन सा part है? Which of the following is a part of base load is also a part of it? Intermediate load, peak load, all are correct, my dear. All are correct. What? All are correct. Very good. Here we go for next. Plot of V versus temperature T at gas constant pressure in a straight line passing through origin. The plots at the different values of pressure are shown in the figure. Which of the following order pressure is correct for the gas? Is correct for the gas. Okay. So, my dear, you know that when the pressure is high, volume is going to be what, my dear? When pressure is high, my dear, volume is going to reduce. So, my dear, see. Over here, you can see that. Over here, the volume is very high in this. Then, my dear, over here. So, I can say, my dear, what? I can say P4 is greater than from P3 greater than from P2 greater than from what, my dear? P1. So, which one will be the... Guys, please tell me which one will be the correct one. Guys, be fast. Yes or no? Yes or no, bacha party? Guys, be fast. Yes. थोड़ा जल्दी बताएंगे. What will be the correct answer? Yes, my dear. It is none other than third one. Third one, right? Third one. Very good. Because at high pressure we have low volume, right? So देखो यहाँ volume कम है. फिर now volume is increasing, right? As pressure reduces, right now. So definitely क्या होगा बच्चा? Pressure P4 is greater, that is number 3 is correct, right? P4 is greater. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, my dear. The gas in the cooling chamber of a closed cycle gas turbine is cooled at what, my dear? At constant pressure. Gas at what, my dear? It is cooled at constant pressure, if you remember. Yes, bacha party. Which of the following statement is not correct about the turboprop and turboshaft engine? Turboprop and turboshaft both have thrust component. No, they don't have thrust component. Right, bacha party? Yes, guys, be fast. Be fast. Yes. Jaldi. Which one is? Guys, be fast. Okay. Yes, very good. What should be the correct option for this one? I'm waiting for you guys. Very good. That is the last one, third. This one will be what? No, it's not 3. Current question, what should be the answer for it? Aji Bacha, please tell me. See, the people are not answering. No, it's not 4. It's not 4. It should be what? Nobody is answering. Yes. Guys, be fast. सब मेरे ही भरोसे बैठे हैं यहाँ पे. 4 or 1. What they said? Which of the following statement is not correct? Not correct. Please concentrate on that word only. Very good. It should be not correct, they have asked. That is what turboprop and turboshaft have both a thrust component. No. So option number 1 is correct. I hope everybody got it. Number 1 is correct. Here I go for next. The power cycle is being operated between two reservoirs, 527 and 27 degrees centigrade. Engineer claimed to have the following. Okay, first let me calculate eta max. Eta max will be what, my dear? In this question, first of all, we have to calculate eta max. That is what? Carnot efficiency. So my dear, it should be what? It should be none other than what, my dear? कितना हो जाएगा? It should be 527. That is we are going to add 273. That is 800. 800 minus 300 मतलब 500 divided by 800. Right? So it should be what? 5 by 8. 5 by 8 means how much? 8 छंग 48 and बचा 2 8 दूनी 16 मतलब 0.62 लगभग आएगी. Right? 0.625 will be the efficiency maximum. Right? अब देखेंगे किस में maximum आ रही है. So right. So if it is, my dear, if you have supplied heat, what? 1000 supposed to be, and the usme 6, that this one is correct. This one, according to his assumption, my dear, this one will be the correct option. Number 3. Why? Because I have found out the efficiency 62.5 means whatever the amount of heat you are supplying, out of that 62.5% will get converted into work. So my dear, here you have supplied what? 1000 ka 62.5%, 625. So you can see that. I hope you got it better. Very good. 0.625. Here I go for next. Relative humidity is what, my dear? Something concerned with air conditioning, ratio of moisture present in air to the capability of air to be hold maximum moisture. Correct. It always it always indicates what might be the capability or capacity to hold moisture in the air. Okay. Okay, I hope you got it. Here we go. In refrigerator, the evaporator and condenser coil temperature minus 33 and 27. Somebody what saying? It may be less. It may be less means what? It cannot be less. But from the question, Vishal Bhagat, as per question point of view, that is fit. Okay. In a refrigerator, evaporator and condenser coil temperature minus 33 and 27 respectively. Assuming the COP is realized, the required power input of refrigerator in fact is 4 kilowatt. My dear, we have to find out what. So COP will be what, my dear? Minus 33, 273, that is 240. Right? 300 minus 240, that is 60. That is COP will be what, my dear? 4. You got 4 COP, that is what? Refrigeration effect is how much? 4. So divided by W. W will be 1. In this way, you have to do calculation very fast manner. Then and only you are able to know kind of good marks, and you will attend number of very good questions with accuracy. Kelvin Planck's law deals with the conservation of heat, conservation of work, conservation of heat into work. Correct. Heat into work from Kelvin's law. Here we go, my dear. A fan produces a feeling of comfort during hot weather because our perspiration means what? Sweating has been evaporated quickly. Yes. Evaporation cooling. Number 1. Number 1. I hope you got it. And you know, evaporation cooling is evaporation cooling is effective only when what, my dear? Dry bulb temperature क्या होना चाहिए बच्चा? उस टाइम पे हाई होना चाहिए and WBT should be low. At that time, this evaporative cooling will be what? Very effective. Remember this condition also. Okay, here we go for next. In SI engine, the combustion is what, my dear? SI engine में क्या होता है? Turbulent combustion होता है. And that is again homogeneous mixture of air and fuel. So option will be directly is turbulent flame propagation through a homogeneous mixture of fuel and air is a simultaneous combustion. It may many points in the combustion chamber. My dear, which one be correct? It should be none other than number 3. It should be number 3. I hope you got it better. Number 3 is correct. Here I go for next. In reciprocating air compressor, the clearance ratio is nothing but what? VC by VS. That is the ratio of clearance volume to the swept volume. We have seen this, and you know that RC, compression ratio, is nothing but 1 plus 1 by C. Keep in mind this formula as well. It is going to be very helpful while solving numerical. ये फॉर्मूले याद होनी चाहिए आपको बच्चा पार्टी. एंड एक्सपेंशन रेशियो क्या होता है डीजल साइकिल में? expansion ratio, याद आ रहा है धुआं धुआं सा? It is nothing but what, my dear? RC upon rho. Rho is what? Cutoff ratio. Remember this formula as well. IC engine, analysis of cycles. Okay, very good. Here we go. The efficiency of Carnot engine is 40%. Then COP of Carnot engine का efficiency कितना है? 40% है. Okay. 40% means what? 1 upon 0.4, right? Because you know that COP of heat pump is nothing but 1 plus COP of refrigerator is equal to what, my dear? 1 upon efficiency of heat engine, right? So हमें किसका calculate करना है? The efficiency of heat engine is 40%. Okay, the Carnot refrigerator. Yes, so Carnot refrigerator का क्या होगा? ये 1.4, it should be what, my dear? ऊपर गया 2.5 हो जाएगा, right? -1 कर देंगे ये वाला. That you are going to get, my dear, COP of refrigerator. That is 1.5. 1.5, it's correct answer. Okay, not maybe, it's sure. Joule cycle is used in. Joule cycle कहाँ यूज होती है? Joule cycle is nothing but what, my dear? Breton cycle, gas turbine. I hope you got it. Yes, बच्चा समझ आ रहा है कि सर के ऊपर से जा रहा है. पेपर ऐसा ही होगा कुछ इसी लेवल का. आज आपको लग रहा होगा कि टफ है पेपर. Paper should be like in this, and this is the balanced paper I want to tell you. कुछ क्वेश्चन इजी होंगे, कुछ क्वेश्चन थोड़े से ट्रिकी होंगे. Remember this thing. Very good, Ashruti. The thickness of laminar boundary layer at distance x from the leading edge over a flat plate. You know that delta. Delta is what, my dear? 5x divided by what? Under root of Reynolds number, right? So, my dear, Reynolds number is nothing but what? Rho v d. D means what? Characteristic length. That is what? X divided by what, my dear? Rho v d by mu. Means rho v x by mu. So, my dear, can I say delta is what? Directly what, my dear? X upon under root of x. So, it should be what? X minus what, my dear? Sorry. ये क्या होगा? X raised to power 1 by 2. That is what? X raised to power 1 by 2. That is nothing but what? Under root of x. I hope you got it. Here we go. Here we go. For air with a relative humidity 80%, Freiburg temperature, you know that it is what? If it is 80%, phi is what, my dear? If it is less than from 100, then it is what? It is 100%. It is what, my dear? Unsaturated. क्या होती है air? Unsaturated. And unsaturated air have condition, that is what, my dear? Driver temperature greater than WBT temperature greater than what, my dear? Dew point temperature. And for saturated air, these are equal. So what should be the condition? Find out. Dew point temperature is less than wet bulb temperature. Correct answer. Number 2. Dry bulb temperature is less than. No, it's number 2 is correct. Here I go for next. Guys, do hit like, share, and subscribe the session. Identify the incorrect statement from the following option related to the reheat and reheat in Rankine cycle. Involves partial expansion of steam in successive turbines, but they have said incorrect. It is correct one. Produces higher Rankine efficiency. Result in lower average temperature of heat addition. No, mean temperature of heat addition, जो TMA होता है, it has been what, my dear? Increases. So it is incorrect. Okay, I hope everybody got it. Very good. Here we go for next. Critical radius of hollow cylinder is defined as what, my dear? Outer radius which give maximum heat flow. Number 1. We have seen this question yesterday as well. We have to choose the incorrect one. Incorrect. Addition of heat to the steam in each reheat stage is done to raise temperature, and it's right now. So we have to choose the incorrect one. Critical radius. Okay, it's done. Now we'll go ahead. The condenser of refrigeration system rejects heat 150 kilowatt. Okay. While compressor consumes 60 kilowatt. Okay. What would be the coefficient of performance of the refrigerant? Coefficient of performance of the refrigerant. My dear C. You know that QC is what? QC is given. QC is given 150. And this QC is nothing but what, my dear? Q1 plus W. Right? So, my dear, this Q1 is nothing but what? Your refrigeration effect. So, it should be what, my dear? 90. So, 90 divided by how much? 60. That is consume 60. gone 6 का 6 15 1.5 in this way. कंडेंसर में जो हीट जाता है रेफ्रिजरेटर, इट इज योर कंडीशन स्पेस ना. ये Q1 है, ये Q2 है. दिस Q2 is nothing but rejected by condenser. So this Q2 is equal to what, my dear? This Q2 is nothing but Q1 plus W. Law of conservation of energy. The same thing I have done over here. Very good. Please listen carefully. That incorrect पूछा है या correct statement पूछा है. That's why I highlighted many times. A frictionless heat engine can be 100% efficient only if exhaust temperature is what? Equal to its input temperature. My dear, efficiency is what? Frictionless heat engine means what? Ideal engine, that is Carnot engine. My dear, what? 1 upon TL upon TH. So if you put the value of TL 0, means low temperature 0. So the efficiency will be what, my dear? 1. 1 means what? 100%. So TL will be what, my dear? Less equal to input temperature what? Exhaust means what? Low temperature. That will be 0. 0 Kelvin, not centigrade. Remember, हाँ? ये इस पे अगर जो भी टिक करेगा वो सीधा नेगेटिव में जाएगा. इट्स ओनली एंड ओनली 0 केल्विन. ओके, आई होप यू गॉट इट. हियर आई गो फॉर नेक्स्ट. Rankine cycle will approach Carnot cycle if what, my dear? If you do what? If number of regenerators you increase. Rankine cycle में if you number of regenerators, then definitely, my dear, what will happen? What will happen? This cycle behave like a what? What, my dear? Carnot. Yes. What should be the answer of this question? Very good. What should be the answer of this question, my dear? Be fast. Be fast. Yes. What? Guys, be fast. Not getting your reply again. Reply. Be fast. Very. No. Reheaters. That is in Breton cycle. KM Shabnam, that is in Breton cycle. It says Rankine. So Rankine में we have to increase regenerators. And it is for my dear, it is for what? It is for Breton. बच्चा Breton. And Breton में फिर क्या होता है? वो बन जाता है isothermal. ऐसा कुछ बताया था मैंने डायग्राम, if you remember. बताया था ऐसा कुछ? याद हो तो. That is for Breton. Very good. Here I go for next. The main function of the draft tube in a hydraulic reaction turbine is to what? Reduce effective head? No. Increase discharge? No. Decrease the discharge to prevent flow separation. Increase the effective head across the turbine. Number 4 is correct. Hydraulic turbine. Number 4. Right? I hope you got it, buddy. Very good. Here I go for next. Here I go for next. Carnot refrigeration system required 1.5 per ton of refrigeration to maintain region at minus 30. The COP will be, yes guys, per ton of refrigeration means 1 TR they have given. 1 TR means 3.5, right? So my dear, what should be COP? COP is nothing but 3.5 divided by 1.5. It should be what? 2 point something. So 15 दूनी 30, 5 बचा, 15 तिया 45. That means this one. Number 2 is correct. Number 2, 2.33. Right? Here we go for next. Which one of the following represents evaporative cooling in psychometric process? Psychometric process में evaporative cooling. You know that, my dear. In evaporative cooling, we have also plot. अभी तो देखा था हमने. We have plotted, right? Right? Yes or no, बच्चा party? We have plotted this. Right? And this is what, my dear? Evaporative cooling. Yes or no? It is what, my dear? It is cooling to humidification or what? It is humidification. What, my dear? It is a process in which latent heat removed from the air. Process in which air is cooled and humidified. Yes, gotcha. Air is cooled and humidified. You can see the addition of moisture, right? So it is none other than number 3. I hope everybody got it. Number 3. Here we go for next. Aji bacha party. Be fast. Very good. For the same peak pressure, remember always the same peak pressure, what? Diesel is greater than from dual, greater than from O2, right? If they ask same compression, it is for constant pressure. If they ask for same compression, then it should be O2, then dual, then my dear diesel, right? Right now, it is for same compression ratio. So option will be here. Diesel, dual, auto. Number 3. Very good dear. Very good. Here I go for next. Sensible heating cooling process in a psychrometry chart is what, my dear? Along specific humidity lines, you know that. अभी बताया था ये. I have already explained. My dear, if you have not get through the psychrometry chart, then it's going to be a very difficult to identify the processes. So please, I have done the video on psychrometry chart, which is available in the same channel. Go through it. Okay, my dear, what? Sensible heating or cooling process on psychrometry chart is what? My dear, sensible cooling or heating means what, my dear? Our dry bulb temperature while heating will be increased. That means this will be sensible heating, and my dear, this will be the sensible cooling, right? And during that, my dear, the specific humidity remains constant, and these are nothing but what? These lines are nothing but specific humidity lines, and my dear, these lines direction will be opposite. These lines are nothing but dew point temperature lines. So it is along which line? Constant relative humidity line, specific volume line, constant enthalpy line, humidity line, right? And supposed to be, if they not mention specific humidity, then definitely they will mention dew point temperature line. Okay, clear ho gaya hoga? Okay, here we go. Carnot cycle operates between 1800 Kelvin and 1000 Kelvin. What will be the lowest heat rejection per kilowatt net output of the engine? Guys, please tell me. Carnot cycle operates between this. It should be none other than what, my dear? 1 minus. क्या होगा बच्चा? क्या होगा? 1000 divided by 1800. So ये कितना हो जाएगा? 800 divided by 1800. Right? ये आ गया cycle. Sorry, efficiency. What will the lowest heat rejection, my dear? Okay. So per kilowatt net output. Per kilowatt net output. Heat rejection पूछ रहा है आपसे. So my dear, see. आपके पास में you have 800 by 1800 is equal to W. W is given 1. From here you will get QS. My dear, QS कितना आ रहा है आपका? QS will be what, my dear? QS will be 2.25. My dear, your W will be what? 1.25. Sorry, QR will be what? 1.25. Right? Third one, very good. Third one. I hope you got it. Here I go for next, my dear. Gas free energy is considered at which one of the following condition? It is nothing but what, my dear? Isothermal, isobaric. It is nothing but isothermal, isobaric. I hope everybody got it. Yes, bacha party, please tell me. Had you got this? Huh? Yes or no? It is what? Isothermal and isobaric, correct. People are not answering. I'm not getting that whether they have confusion or what. Yes, match the list. Compressor, what, my dear? Enthalpy increases but pressure remains constant. Evaporator में क्या होता है? Evaporator में what happen, my dear? Enthalpy increases but pressure remains constant. Enthalpy increases, enthalpy remains constant. किसमें? Throttle valve में. C का क्या होगा बच्चा? 4. Condenser में what happen? Condenser में what happen? Enthalpy decreases but pressure remains constant. That is 4. Sorry, this will be 1 ना. Throttle valve 2 हो जाएगा इसका bro. And it should be remain 4. Right, now check out C का 2 किसमें है? C का 2, sorry, C का enthalpy remains constant 1 है. Sorry, enthalpy remains constant 1. Condenser 4. What, my dear? Condenser का क्या होगा बच्चा? 4 होगा. Right? क्यों होगा 4? Because enthalpy इसमें क्या होती है? Decrease. And my dear, pressure क्या होता है condenser का? Remains constant. Everybody answer please. Very good. People have already answered. That's very good thing. Third one is correct option. Third one is correct. This one. A is what? इसमें क्या होता है? Pressure sorry. Pressure क्या होता है इसमें? Enthalpy क्या होती है? Increase होती है. That is number 2. Okay. Evaporator में pressure constant, right? Enthalpy increases. Okay. We got. Here we go, my dear. I hope everybody got it. Here we go. Third one is correct. If the flow in which velocity vector is identical in magnitude and direction at every point for any given instant is known as C. The flow in which velocity vector is identical in magnitude and direction at every point for any given instant, it is known as what, my dear? It is known as what? It is none other than what, bacha? Uniform or steady? It should be uniform or steady. It should be what, my dear? Uniform. क्या होगा वो? Uniform flow होगा because it's not a time dependent, right? क्रॉस सेक्शन की बात कर रहा है, so it should be uniform. People have confusion. Steady is nothing but time dependent. Identify the incorrect statement from the following option conventionally. In a domestic refrigerator, the coil tubes at its backs, what my dear? They don't carry water. So it will be what? Incorrect. And they have said incorrect option. Okay. Using highly, the question has been, okay, just skip out. I don't know what is that question. Okay, the question is missing from here. So we'll skip this. Okay. Isko rehne do. The rate of heat transfer across any plane normal to x direction is proportional to the wall area and temperature gradient in x direction. This statement is also referred as, my dear, क्या है ये? Q is equal to what? Ka minus Ka, sorry, dt by dx. It is nothing but what, बच्चा? Fourier's law. Yes, Fourier's law. The rate of heat transfer through hollow cylinder of inner and outer radius, radii R1 and R2 respectively depend on. It is nothing but what, my dear? 2 pi K L T1 minus T2, right? Q is equal to, and it is what, my dear? Ln of what? R2 by R1. It is ratio of radii, right? Ratio आया ना यहाँ पे, so it depend on that only. 91. Turbine is called impulse turbine if at the inlet of turbine total energy is kinetic energy, right? Total energy should be what? Kinetic energy. Yes, because in reaction में क्या होता है बच्चा? Reaction में क्या आता है? Kinetic energy plus potential energy, sorry, pressure energy आती है. Pressure energy in reaction turbine, okay, as a input. So option will be 1 only. 92. A tank is divided into two equal parts and is insulated. One part is then filled with nitrogen gas at 25 degrees centigrade. Other is under vacuum. If it is under vacuum, my dear, work done will be 0. A hole is made on the partition wall and nitrogen fills in the whole tank. Calculate the change in entropy of nitrogen. My dear, again I have to tell you, they have insulated. My dear, means what? Q is equal to 0. Right? Now, they said calculate the change in entropy. Change in entropy, my dear. How you can calculate change in entropy? Bacha, be fast. Yes, be fast. Guys, be fast. बताओ जल्दी आंसर क्या होगा इसका? What should be the answer for this? What should be the answer for this, guys? Be fast. It should be none other than what? It should be the, what should be the formula for it? The formula will be C. The formula will be, my dear, formula will be what? Delta S is nothing but what? MCP ln of T2 by T1, right? My dear, you know that first law, that is what? dq is equal to du plus dw. So it is 0, it is also 0. So du equal to 0. If du is equal to 0, that means what? mcv dt equal to 0. That means T2 is equal to T1. If T2 is equal to T1, my dear, entropy will be what? Entropy will be what? Fills in the tank. Calculate the change in entropy, my dear. Can you tell me? Bacha party, be fast. क्या आएगा? हाँ जी बच्चा. It should be what? It should be what, my dear? It should be R ln P1 by P2 only. हाँ जी बच्चा. It should be, यहाँ पे तो ये पार्ट तो 0 हो गया, बट इसके आगे का जो पार्ट होता है, that is none other than what, my dear? That is what? We have complete formula like this, R ln P2 by P1, right? So ये पार्ट बच जाएगा. So we are left with what? Minus R ln P2 by P1. So ये तो 0 हो गया है, right? Now how to calculate P2 P1? So my dear, क्या इसको ऐसे लिख दूं? R ln P1 by P2. I can write it, right? Now my dear, it is at constant volume, right now? So can I write P1 constant volume है ना बच्चा पार्टी? It is constant volume. So I can write P1 by, sorry, volume is double now. Let me check. Okay, volume is double, they said, right? So my dear, temperature is going to be constant. Temperature constant है यहाँ पे, right? So I can write temperature is constant, my dear. I can write P1 by P2 is equal to V2 by V1. Temperature constant है यहाँ पे proof है, right? So my dear, from here you have to get the values. You have to get the values of it, right? वहाँ से क्या मिलेगी? Values मिल जाएगी. And my dear, you will get P2 by P1 will be what? V2 by V1. That is none other than 2. That is none other than what, bacha? 2. इट शुड बी क्या रहा है, ये आ जाएगा वैल्यू, दिस वैल्यू विल बी व्हाट, V2 by V1, यहाँ डबल बोला है, you can see that. Fill the nitrogen gas divided into two equal parts. Okay, other part is the vacuum, a hole is made in partition wall, nitrogen fills in the whole tank. Okay, whole tank, तो पहले दो में था, पहले दो पार्टीशन थे, if you have filled it so definitely the volume has been increased from 1 to 2, right now इस यहां से गया ना तो पूरे इसमें फैल गया, right, it has been total in the volume of this tank totally occupied by the gas only, so volume going to increase, that is what my dear 2, right, so if it is 2 my dear, now you put the value, you have RLN P2, that is 296, what 296.8 ln of 2, you can just calculate the answer and tell me the answer for it, and my dear your answer will be what my dear, your answer will be 205.7, 205.7 will be the answer. I hope everybody got it. Okay, this is kind of ये गेट में आया है, सो ऐसे ही न्यूमेरिकल थोड़े बहुत आपको पूछे जा सकते हैं. ओके, सो ऐसे न्यूमेरिकल्स को पहले स्किप आउट कर देना इनिशियली. which one of the following pairs of the equation describes an irreversible heat engine? Irreversible. हाजी बच्चा पार्टी, please tell me which one will be the correct. डेल क्यू तो ग्रेटर देन 0 होगा, डेल क्यू बाई टी क्या होगा बेटा, लेस देन 0. बच्चा पार्टी प्लीज टेल मी द आंसर फॉर इट, दैट इज नंबर 1 इज करेक्ट. अरे हीट एडिशन साइक्लिक इंडिकेशन डेल क्यू क्या होगा, ग्रेटर देन 0, एंड माय डियर यू नो दैट क्लॉसेस इनइक्वालिटी, डेल क्यू बाई टी फॉर इररिवर्सिबल व्हाट, लेस देन 0, नंबर 1 इज करेक्ट. गाइस योर आंसर प्लीज, व्हाट शुड बी योर आंसर, बी फास्ट, वेरी गुड. हियर आई गो, अखिलेश गुप्ता, वेरी गुड डियर. 94. Which one of the following is a major loss in pipe? Major loss means what, my dear? Friction losses. Friction losses because sudden contraction, sudden enlargement, and bend in pipe. That is nothing but what, minor losses. So option number 2 is correct. Here 95. Heat exchange takes place in which of the product of pressure and vacuum remains constant is known as. Pressure and volume remains constant. That is PV is equal to C. That is nothing but ये किसमें possible है? Isothermal process. It is nothing but what, my dear, isothermal. Bacha party, yes, very good. Here we go for next. Which one of the following process is energy efficient? 1 for compression of air. Isothermal. मैंने बताया था क्यों है. It has been like this, my dear. You know that we are plotting the right. So isothermal ये हो जाएगी, right? Sorry, ये हो जाएगी isothermal, ये polytropic, and this is adiabatic. So देखो isothermal में there is quite less work. In polytropic and adiabatic में इतना ज़्यादा लगता है, right? So that's why isothermal is quite very what efficient for compression purpose. I hope everybody getting very good. Isothermal. Steady state conduction with thermal conductivity by K is what, my dear? K naught 1 plus beta T, where beta is negative. A slab of given thickness and given temperature drop will conduct what, my dear? More heat at higher temperature, more heat at lower temperature will be same, and more data is required to comment. Guys, be fast. Which one is correct? Which one is correct? And you know that answer. We have done this kind of question as well before. इसके पहले भी किया हुआ है हमने, right? So my dear, option number 1 is correct, right? कौन सा करेक्ट होगा बच्चा? ऑप्शन नंबर 1. ऑप्शन नंबर 1 is correct. More heat at lower temperature levels. Okay, very good. No more heat at low temperature levels. I repeat, Sam. ये तो तब होता जब बीटा क्या होता? पॉजिटिव होता. बीटा इज नेगेटिव बोला है. I hope everybody getting. Guys, be fast. चले आगे. What about other people? People are not answering. Be fast, बच्चा पार्टी. चले आगे. Here we go. चलते हैं आगे. For axial flow turbine, rotor with mass flow rate 10 kg per second. Change in whirl is 60 meter per second. A blade speed 30 meter per second. Euler equation of turbo machine gives the specific work done. My dear, specific work done is nothing but what? Wall component multiplied by the blade velocity. That is nothing other than what, my dear? 60 into what? 30. So it should be what, my dear? 1800 kilojoule per kg. 1800 kilojoule per kg, right? Or you can say it is in joule, na? Joule में आएगा. I'm very sorry. It should be in joule, not kilojoule. It should be in joule per kg. Okay. So my dear, answer will be very good. Answer will be Haji Bacha Party. Answer will be joule per kg. Option number 1 is correct, right? Option number 1 is correct. Here I go. In a diesel cycle, heat is rejected at diesel cycle. Heat rejection always remember. जो हमारे पास cycle है auto, diesel and dual. The only difference between this cycle is that that is only heat addition process is different. Remaining compression, expansion, heat rejection both तीनों cycle में same. In the all three cycle we have heat rejection, isentropic compression, isentropic expansion will be the same process. My dear, so it is will be constant volume. Heat rejected at constant volume. Okay, very good. Here I go for next. Consider the following statement pertaining to specific speed to turbo machines. Specific speed varies with the shape of runner and parts of the machine. Correct. Machine with higher specific speed are limited to low heads. Right. Specific heat is dimensionless and independent. All are correct. Right, my dear. Number 1. Bacha body. Guys, be fast. Number 1 is correct. Oh, sorry, I have done mistake. It should not vary. It should not vary with the geometry. Right. It should not vary with the geometry. It should not vary. ये क्या है? Varies shape है. Shape means geometry. So my dear, it's only what? It varies only what my dear? Specific speed. You know that it's nothing but what, my dear? N into P raised to power H raised to power 5f. Right? यही है ना? So head के साथ में है and my dear with what? Speed and power. So it should be what? 2 and 3 only. My dear, specifically is dimensionless and independent of variation of type of fluid used. Which of the statement given above are correct? Correct statement पूछ रहा है हमसे. Guys, which one will be? Which one will be the correct option? Please tell me. हाजी बच्चा, कौन सा correct होगा? That is 1 and 2 only. 1 and 2 only, right? Right now? It should be 1 and 2 only. It's not dummy. It should be 1 and 2. 1 and 2 only. I hope you got it. Very good. Here I go for next. Bacha body. Non-dimensional form of natural convection heat transfer coefficient is what? Non-dimensional. Guys, I'm not getting your reply. Guys, be fast. Question tough हो गए थोड़े से तो आज आपका पता नहीं क्यों. Non-dimensional form of natural convection heat transfer coefficient is what, my dear? हाँ जी बच्चा. Non-dimensional form of natural convection heat transfer coefficient. That is, you know that. Nu is equal to what, my dear? HLC by K होता है, right? Right now, and it should be none other than what? News. That is, Nusselt number is function of what, my dear? GR and PR. Right? किसका किसका function है? Grashof का है और किसका है? Prandtl का है. But I want to tell you, Grashof number will be the correct. Very good. Grashof number. Yes, of course it's right. Grashof number will be correct. Right? Okay, here we go. That is Grashof number. Natural convection की बात कर रहा है. Natural convection में we have only Grashof number. Okay. I hope you got it. Grashof number. And Grashof number is nothing but what? Grashof number is nothing but what, my dear? Is a ratio of buoyancy force to the viscous force. Also remember this one. Grashof number is a ratio of buoyancy force to the viscous force. So guys, here we have finished the 100 question. My dear, I want to tell you, tomorrow we have mock of UPPSC again. Right? At 11. Regular 11 AM. Vizag is going on at 3 PM daily. दोपहर में 3 बजे Vizag. So I'll see you in the Vizag. Here we have finished. नेचुरल में सिर्फ ब्रश ऑफ, राइट, दैट इज इन फोर्स, फोर्स में दोनों होता है. Okay, so I hope everybody got each and everything. So guys, we'll see you in the next class. Okay, and thank you so much for your presence. And guys, see, this kind of a question will be there in the examination in UPPSC expected paper जो मैंने बताया था, उसमें क्वेश्चन लेवल कुछ ऐसा ही होगा. Okay, I hope you got it, guys. Yes or no? I hope you got it. Yes or no, बच्चा पार्टी? Had you got it? Haji, yes. I hope everybody got it right. Yes. Okay. So guys, we'll see you in the next class then. Okay. So take care. Bye bye. Shabba khair. No, it's a model question paper. It's a expected questions. It's not kind of that tough. Tough नहीं था वो. जितना आपको पढ़ाया है उसमें से जो लगता था मुझे कि हाँ ये क्वेश्चन हो सकते हैं, that we have done it. Expected question paper of assistant engineer. It's not a paper of junior engineer. Okay, so it will be like this only. Okay, so वो होगा अभी, because we have to take also ना, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग से कहाँ होगा. आज तो सिर्फ हमने थर्मली किया ना, पेपर 2 था ये. It is paper 2 only. So guys, we'll see you in the next session. That is paper 2 में हमने थर्मली किया है. We'll see you in the next session. So guys, take care. Bye bye. Shabba khair. And we'll see you in the Vizag session as well. Okay. So guys, take care. Bye bye. Shabba khair. Okay. And one more thing that I want to add: if you are new to this channel, my dear, do hit like, share, and subscribe the session. Okay. And you have to subscribe the channel as well. Okay. So and please, my dear, please stay at home, stay safe, stay online with the Testbook.com. Okay.